What if your greatest fear is not truly yours, but an echo from a grandparent you never met? What if the anxiety that tightens your chest has a history older than your name? Imagine talents surfacing that feel innate, natural, unquestioned, yet have no clear origin in your own life story. We are taught that memory begins with us. But what if it does not? What if your past is not a single line, but a deep river carrying the experiences of generations before you? This is the unsettling idea we are about to explore. Modern culture teaches individuality as separation. Your thoughts are yours, your struggles are yours, your strengths are yours. Yet biology tells a more complex story. You inherit more than eye color and bone structure. You inherit nervous systems shaped by environments you never experienced firsthand. The body remembers what the mind was never told. Science now speaks of epigenetics, the study of how experiences can alter gene expression across generations. Trauma, stress, famine, and fear can leave chemical markers that influence how genes are activated. These markers do not change DNA itself, they change how it behaves. A child may grow up reacting to danger that no longer exists. The body prepares for threats learned long ago. Historical examples reveal this clearly. Descendants of famine survivors show heightened sensitivity to scarcity. Descendants of war survivors often display hypervigilance and anxiety. These responses are not learned through stories alone. They appear in stress hormones, emotional regulation, and instinctive reactions. The body carries lessons the mind never studied. Ancestral memory does not always appear as fear. Sometimes it appears as skill, a natural affinity for music, navigation, healing, or leadership, a comfort with certain rhythms, landscapes, or roles. These talents feel intuitive, as if remembered rather than learned. Culture once called this lineage, modern language calls it coincidence. But the pattern remains. Carl Jung describes something similar through the concept of the collective unconscious. He proposed that humans inherit universal patterns and symbols shaped by shared history. Archetypes such as the protector, the wanderer, the caregiver, these patterns guide behavior unconsciously. They emerge when circumstances activate them. You feel drawn to roles you never consciously chose. The unsettling realization is this: much of what feels personal may be inherited. The fear of abandonment, the impulse to overwork, the distrust of authority. These traits may have once ensured survival. They helped someone before you endure loss, instability, or danger. What protected them may now restrict you. This does not mean you are doomed to repeat the past. Awareness interrupts inheritance. When a pattern becomes conscious, it loses some of its grip. You stop asking what is wrong with me, you begin asking where did this begin? This shift replaces shame with understanding. Ancestral memory also explains why certain healing feels emotional without explanation, why grief surfaces without a clear cause, why some stories move you deeply while others leave you untouched. Something resonates beneath logic. The body recognizes familiarity before the mind forms meaning. Modern life rarely acknowledges this depth. We treat symptoms as isolated. Anxiety becomes chemical imbalance. Restlessness becomes distraction. We rarely ask whether the body is responding to echoes of old environments where silence meant danger, where stability was temporary, where survival required constant alertness. Understanding ancestral memory reframes identity. You are not only an individual reacting poorly, you are a system responding faithfully to lessons once necessary. The goal is not erasure of these responses, it is updating them, teaching the nervous system that the environment has changed. This is why safety is transformative. Not intellectual safety, but embodied safety. Calm repetition, stable relationships, predictable rhythms. These experiences slowly rewrite inherited expectations. The body learns that it no longer needs to prepare for threats that belong to another time. There is also responsibility in this awareness. What you do not examine, you pass on. Patterns unchallenged become inheritance. Healing is not only personal, it is generational. When you regulate fear, question belief, and interrupt reactivity, you alter what moves forward. Ancestral memory does not mean you are controlled by the past, it means you are connected to it. And connection brings choice. You can honor what came before without living inside it. You can thank the past for its protection while releasing its urgency. So, the next time a fear feels irrational, pause. Ask whether it belongs entirely to you. Ask what story your body might be telling, because sometimes the emotion you carry is not a flaw. It is a message that has been traveling through time, waiting to be understood.